Good morning, guys. Welcome to our second English class. Today we are going to work with present perfect with ever, never, just, already, and yet. Now we are going to continue with the use of ever and never. When do we use ever? We use ever in interrogative sentences in present perfect tense. We have two examples with ever. Have you ever been to the United States? Number two, have you ever traveled by train? In the two different sentences, we can see half of the begin. Later we have the subject to. After we have ever. And after that we have the main verb in past participle and we have the questions. We are going to continue with the use of never. When do we are going to use never? We use never in only in affirmative sentences, but the meaning is negative. We have two different examples. I have never been to Moscow. Number two, my brother has never visited London before. We can see in the two sentences, the two subjects at the beginning. Later we have the auxiliary have or has, and later we are going to use never. Only we are going to use never for affirmative sentences. Now I am talking about the use of just. When do we use just? We use just to express a recently complete action. We have two different examples. Number one, the cat has just caught a bird. Number two, I have just finished my homework. In the first example, we have the subject, the cat. Later, we are going to use the auxiliary has. After that, we are going to use just. And last, we have the main verb in past participle, that is have. On second sentence, we have I, that is the subject, have, that is the auxiliary that we use in present perfect. Later we are going to use just, and after that we have the main verb finish in past participle. Now I am going to talk about the use of already. When do we use already? We use already to express that something has happened sooner than expected. We have two different examples. Number one, don't forget to bring your book. Oh, I have already brought it. Number two, is Helen going to buy a new car? No, he isn't. She has already bought it. We can see that we are going to use already after the subjects have and has. Now I am going to talk about the use of yet. When do we use yet? We use yet in the interrogative and negative sentences, and it suggests a time later than expected. We have two different examples. Number one, have you done your homework? No, I haven't done it yet. Number two, has your father seen your report? No, he hasn't seen it yet. Remember, all the time we are going to use yet at the end of the sentence. Homework, write in your notebooks the next sentences, and later fill in the blanks using ever, never, just, already, and yet.